What's going on, boys? I get the MLB picks for you for Saturday, July 12th. Now, before I get into anything, if you boys could drop a like and subscribe, that would be absolutely awesome. Helps me out a ton, so if you guys could go and do that, I really, really appreciate it. Now, I do have that code for Chalkboard still. It's going to be SBL as per usual. Boys, I say it every single time. I love Chalkboard. Chalkboard is my favorite betting app out right now. It is an awesome app, super low line, super high payouts. I love their app a ton. Now, if you guys do decide to go download that Chalkboard app and throw in that code SBL when you're signing up, you're going to get all their free plays that they put up for every single sport, every single day, as well as a 100% deposit match up to $100 in all the green states you see right here, and a deposit match of up to 50% in all the purple states. So either way, if you're in any of these states, green or purple, doesn't matter. You guys are going to get some free money on top of whatever you deposit, so that is absolutely awesome. Now, again, you guys only get that if you throw in that code SBL. So if you guys do use that code, I can help you guys out. You guys can be helping me out a ton. So win-win for everybody. Absolutely awesome. Now to jump over to Prize Picks, just a little rundown for our picks for today. Ellie smashes hitter fantasy score. Vlad smashes hitter fantasy score, and Aaron Judge missed his line by 0.5. His line was at 8.5. He had 8, so heartbreaking way to miss the sweep right there. But obviously, three very, very good picks. Just so happened that Aaron Judge did miss by 0.5, so a little bit unfortunate there. But the other two absolutely slammed. Ellie has been on a crazy streak, so we're just gonna hop into these plays really quickly, not waste too much of your guys' time. So our first pick for tomorrow's games on Saturday is going to be Shane Baz. Now we are taking him on the under for his 5.5 hits allowed. Now obviously, last two games not super great, but Shane Baz is obviously a great pitcher. The dude is a dog. So as you can see, 3-4-3 against some decent hitting teams. Obviously, KC's really not bad. The Mets are really, really good. So good hitting teams right there, keeping them under that hits allowed line, which I love. But the reason that I love this one so much is obviously, as you can see here, he's playing against Boston, and he has played them 4 times already in the last 2 seasons. So he's played them twice this year, twice last year, and not a single one of those games he allowed more than 3 hits. So he allowed 2 hits, 3 hits, 2 hits, 3 hits, has not gone over 3 hits allowed against the Red Sox in 4 games over the last 2 years. So he plays super, super well against them. This line being this high when that's his stat history against Boston is absolutely crazy. He's not allowing more than 3 hits a game against them, and for some reason, they think that he's going to allow 6. That's diabolical. We're not standing for that. We're taking the under on 5.5 hits allowed. He plays super, super good against the Red Sox, so I'm very, very confident in that play. On top of the fact that he's just a very good pitcher, so love that one as our first one. Now our second one is going to be Ellie again. Now I did just say this dude has been on a crazy streak. He has been going stupid, so we are going to be taking him over on his 9.5 hitter fantasy score. Like I said in my video last night, 9.5, that's crazy high. They will do that if the dude is going crazy, so that's probably why it's still up here. But a lot of the time, they also do that because they just know something we don't. And that could absolutely be the case. Maybe this dude's on some like MVP run right now. Don't know, but he's been going stupid. So I love that play no matter what. But there is a huge kicker for this one. Obviously, he's still playing Colorado. The pitching over there sucks. They need a new pitching coach. But um, aside from that, he is playing against Bradley Brawlick. I think that's how you say it, or something like that. What's his name? Uh, Blaulick. I don't know. Odd name, doesn't really matter. Dude sucks at pitching. Ellie has 1 game against the guy. He has 2 at-bats, both being hits. So obviously he's batting 1,000 against the guy. So Ellie bats super good against this dude. Obviously 2 at-bats, 2 hits. Doesn't have a crazy amount of at-bats, but it being low and it still being he's batting 1,000 against the guy. I'm gonna bet on that every single time. He's played 1 game and had 2 at-bats. That means that Ellie probably ended up getting pulled. So I'm really not worried about that at all. Obviously, again, Colorado pitcher, he's going to suck regardless, and Ellie has been raking these last few games. So I love this line a lot. 9.5 hitter fantasy score for Ellie. Now, Ellie literally cashed this line today in like the third or fourth inning. He hit a triple and cashed it instantly. So this dude's been going crazy. I love it. I'm going to keep going with it. So if you guys don't like it, fade it, whatever, but I know that that dude's going over 9.5 hitter fantasy score. He actually owns the Rockies as of right now. So that is absolutely awesome. Now, to finish our three for today, we are taking Vladimir Guerrero. We're going to take him over 7.5 hitter fantasy score. Obviously, we've been doing a ton of hitter fantasy score lately, but I've been loving these plays. A lot of these lines, especially for like the heavy hitters like Vladdy, and um, obviously Ellie doesn't hit a crazy amount of like home runs and stuff like that. So I don't mean heavy hitters in that way, but just very solid offensive players. The lines are really really good, and they're very consistent with them. Obviously, as you could see here, 13, 14, 0 against the White Sox. We're just gonna skip over that one, but obviously this dude plays absolutely stupid against the A's. 15 against the A's. He has been so consistent against the A's. He played Severino today, and Severino is probably their best pitcher against Vladdy, and he still racked up 15 hitter fantasy score on the guy. So I'm very, very confident in this play right here. But there is more to that. So they're starting Jacob Lopez at pitcher tomorrow. Now, again, just like Ellie against Colorado tomorrow, he does not have a whole lot of at-bats against Jacob Lopez. He only has two. However, he has one hit in those two at-bats, and that hit is a home run. So he bats 500 against him. Now, again, his at-bat count is two, so really not a whole lot to be told from that. But it being at two also kind of tells me that if he played a game and he has two at bats, he probably got pulled super, super early. That or the pitcher got pulled super early. So either way, they did not like having that dude in against Vladdy, or Vladdy and Toronto as a whole were just raking off the guy. So one of those two. And either way, I'm super okay with it because one hit and that hits a home run. I love that a lot. Obviously, like I said earlier, Vladdy is crazy against the A's. So I love that as our third play. Now, these are going to be our three. Just to run over it super quickly, Shane Baz, less than 5.5 hits allowed. He has never allowed more than three to Boston. He's played him 4 times in the last 2 years. Never allowed more than 3 hits. So that one is an absolute lock in my mind. Now, the second one is going to be Ellie, more than 9.5 hitter fantasy score for the second day in a row. Again, playing Colorado, but more specifically, the pitcher he's playing against. He has 2 at-bats and 2 hits against him. So obviously very, very consistent. Now, again, like I said with Vladdy just a second ago, 2 at-bats either means that the pitcher sucks and he got pulled, or Cincinnati was just doing very, very good and they didn't have a need to have their best player in. So one of those two, either way that goes, very good for us. Now, with that being said, our third and final play is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Exactly like Ellie, he does have only 2 at-bats, which means someone got pulled. Either way, I'm cool with it. Again, bats super, super well against the A's, so I love that play a lot. Those are our 3 plays I've got for you guys. Now, before I get out of here, the link to VIP picks and the link to Chalkboard are going to be down in the description as per usual. Go check those guys out. Obviously, Chalkboard's doing some super awesome things over there, so definitely give that one a look. If you guys want some more of my plays, some of my exclusive stuff, just head over to Winnable. It's going to be $5 a month. So if you guys want any of that, definitely go check it out in the description as per usual, right next to each other. Super, super easy to find. But other than that, I've got nothing more for you guys. So I love you boys. I will see you tomorrow.